Welcome back to another massive lesson here at Easy English Learning. Today, Sarah and I are going to do something that most teachers don't do. We're going to take the 20 most common sentences and analyze them so deeply that you will never forget them.
That's right, Alex. We aren't just giving you a list to memorize. We are going to show you how these words change depending on who you are talking to. We'll give you tons of examples so you can start using them immediately. Let's get started with our first 4 power phrases.
Hey Sarah, I was just walking past the break room and realized something. Long time no see. I was looking at our old recording schedule from last month, and it feels like we haven't actually sat down for a proper chat in years.
Long years might be a bit of an exaggeration, Alex, but you're right. It feels like forever. How's it going with you lately? I've seen you hovering around the studio with your laptop, looking very focused, but we haven't had a chance to catch up.
Honestly, Sarah, if I have to be 100% real with you, I'm exhausted. I've been staying up until the sun comes out every single morning trying to finalize the new English curriculum for our advanced students. My brain feels like it's running on empty, like a car with no fuel.
Oh man, I had no idea you were pushing yourself that hard. Sorry to bother you with even more work-related talk then. I was actually going to ask for your opinion on the new studio lighting we bought, but honestly, it can wait. You look like you need a long nap more than a conversation about lights.
Okay, let's pause this conversation for a second and look at the gold we just used. The first phrase was, long time no see. This is an interesting one because grammatically it's actually a bit broken, but it's a standard idiom.
Exactly. You use it when you haven't seen someone for a long time. For example, if you see an old neighbor at the supermarket, you say, "Hey, long time no see." Or if a friend comes back from a long vacation, it's the perfect greeting. But remember, don't use this with your boss or in a very formal interview. It's strictly for friends and acquaintances.
Then I asked, how's it going? Now listen closely. Many students only know, how are you? But in the real world, how's it going is much more common. You can use it when you see a coworker in the hallway or when you call a friend. It's a way of asking about their life in general, their work, their mood, everything.
And notice how Alex replied. He didn't just say, "I am tired." He said, "I'm exhausted." This is a level up word. Think of it like this. Tired is 20% energy, but exhausted is 0%. You use it after a long flight, after a 12-hour shift at work, or after a big exam. Another example would be, after running the marathon, I was absolutely exhausted. It carries much more emotion than just being tired.
And finally, Sarah used a very polite phrase, sorry to bother you. This is your magic key to being polite in English. You use it before you ask for a favor or when you need to interrupt someone.
For example, if you are at a store and need help, you can say to the clerk, "Sorry to bother you, but where is the milk?" Or if your colleague is typing an email and you need to ask a quick question, you say, "Sorry to bother you, but do you have a minute?" It's a polite softener that makes people much more likely to help you.
But Sarah, you aren't bothering me at all. Actually, talking to you is helping me stay awake. So please, show me those lights. I'm curious now.
Alex, I'm trying to figure out how to sync these lights with the camera, but I think I need that small controller. Can you pass me the remote control? It's sitting right there on the edge of the table, next to your half-finished coffee.
Oh, you mean this little gadget? I thought this was for the air conditioner. Here you go, Sarah. I had no idea studio lights were this advanced nowadays. It looks like something from a sci-fi movie.
Technology is amazing, isn't it? It saves us so much time during filming. Now, look at the screen on your side. I'm going to switch between the cool white and warm sunset settings. What do you think? Which one makes the studio look more professional for our next podcast episode?
That's a really tough call. The warm light makes it feel very cozy and inviting, almost like a living room. But the cool white is so sharp and clear, it really makes the colors pop. Honestly, Sarah, it's up to you. You've always had a better eye for the aesthetic of our channel than I have. Whatever you decide, I'm sure it'll look great.
Oh my goodness, Alex. I completely lost track of the time. I was so focused on these lights that I didn't realize it's already 4:15. I'm running late for my Zoom meeting with the video editor. We were supposed to go over the final cuts for the Hotel English video 10 minutes ago.
Okay, let's freeze the frame right there. That was a lot of great English in just a few seconds. We just used 4 power phrases that you will hear in every English speaking home and office. Let's break them down with some real world examples.
The first one I used was, "Can you pass me the?" This is your go-to phrase for any physical request. If you are at a big family dinner and the bread is too far away, you say, "Can you pass me the bread, please?" Or if you're at work and your colleague is near the printer, you might say, "Can you pass me those printouts?"
And here's a native tip for you. If you want to sound extra polite, or if you're talking to someone you don't know very well, use could you instead of can you. For example, could you pass me that file, please? It's a very small change that makes you sound much more sophisticated and respectful.
Then I asked Alex a very important question. What do you think? This is the ultimate conversation starter. Instead of asking a simple yes-no question like, "Do you like this?" you are inviting the other person to share their full thoughts. For example, if you're shopping with a friend, you can ask, "What do you think of this dress?" Or if you're at a meeting, you can say, "What do you think about our new marketing strategy?" It's a great way to show that you value the other person's opinion.
And my response to Sarah was, it's up to you. This is the phrase of champions for anyone who wants to be flexible. It literally means the decision is yours. Imagine your partner asks, should we watch a comedy or a thriller tonight? If you really don't mind, you just say, it's up to you. It's a very kind and easygoing way to handle choices. You can also use it in a professional setting. When should we schedule the meeting? It's up to you. I'm free all day.
But then I suddenly realized I had a time problem. I said, "I'm running late." Now, pay attention to the word running. Many students just say, "I am late," but "I am late" is just a boring fact. "I am running late" sounds much more natural because it implies you are currently in a rush and trying to catch up.
Exactly. You'll hear this constantly. If you're caught in traffic and you're supposed to meet a friend at 7, you can call them and say, hey, I'm so sorry, I'm running about 10 minutes late. It tells the other person that you are on your way and doing your best to get there. It's a very native way to handle the situation.
I really do have to run now, Alex, but I can't find my car keys anywhere. Can you help me check the kitchen counter while I pack my laptop?
On it. Don't worry, I'll find them. Just stay focused on your meeting. I've looked under the mail, behind the toaster, and even inside the microwave, Sarah, but still no sign of your keys. I feel terrible. I am the one who moved them from the coffee table earlier to make room for my laptop. If you're late for this meeting and it's my fault, I won't forgive myself.
Alex, take a deep breath. It doesn't matter. Seriously, my editor is notorious for being 5 to 10 minutes late anyway. Even if I walk in a little behind schedule, it won't be the end of the world. Don't let a small thing like this ruin your mood for the rest of the day.
You're way more relaxed than I would be. But fine, I'll keep looking after you head out. I'll check under the sofa cushions and in the hallway. Once I find them, and I will find them, I'll put them right by the front door where you can't miss them. Just let me know when you finish your meeting, and I can even run them down to your car so you don't have to waste time coming back up here.
That's so sweet of you, Alex. I'll definitely text you as soon as the meeting wraps up. But wait, She pauses, looks confused, and pats her jacket pockets. I feel something metal and heavy. She slowly pulls out a set of keys with a bright keychain. Oh, never mind. I am so embarrassed. They were in my pocket this whole time. I must have put them there subconsciously while I was looking for my charger. We just spent 10 minutes searching for something I was literally carrying.
Well, that's a relief. At least we know they aren't lost in another dimension. But look at you. You're trying to carry that laptop bag, your coffee, and your coat all at once. Come on, let me give you a hand with that bag. It looks like you're carrying a pile of bricks in there. Let me take it to the elevator for you.
Okay, let's stop the clock. We just went through a very common, stressful situation, and we used 4 phrases that are absolute lifesavers. Let's look at why they are so important.
First, Sarah used "it doesn't matter." This is the phrase of a true friend. It's the perfect way to tell someone, "don't worry," or "it's not a big deal." Example 1. If someone spills a bit of water on your rug, "it doesn't matter, I can clean it later." Example 2. If a friend forgets to call you back, "it doesn't matter, I know you were busy." It's much warmer and more natural than saying "no problem" in these situations.
Then Alex said, let me know. This is probably the most used action phrase in English. It's a polite and professional way to ask for an update. Example 1, work. Let me know when the report is ready. Example 2, social. Let me know if you can come to dinner tonight. It's a soft request, meaning it's not a strict command, but it clearly asks for information in the future.
And then came the funniest part. Sarah said, "never mind." This is what you say when a situation changes and you don't need help or an answer anymore. Example 1. You ask, "what time is it?" But then you see a clock. You say, "never mind, I see it now." Example 2. You start to tell a story but forget the ending. "Actually, never mind, it wasn't that important." It's the universal cancel button for conversations.
And finally, Alex offered to help by saying, give me a hand. Remember, students, we aren't asking for a literal body part. This is the most common way to ask or offer help with a physical task. Example 1, can you give me a hand with these groceries? Example 2, I need to move this desk. Could you give me a hand? It sounds much more collaborative and friendly than help me, which can sometimes sound like a cry for help in a dangerous situation.
Okay, Sarah, let's get you to that elevator. I don't want to hear you saying I'm running late again in the next 5 minutes.
Lead the way, Alex. Thanks for being the best assistant ever.
Goodness, Sarah, are you sure you aren't carrying a small library in here? This bag is intense. You know, carrying this much weight has really made me realize something. I'm starving. My stomach is actually making growling noises. I just remembered that the only thing I've had today was a tiny cup of black coffee at 6:30 a.m.
I promise it's just my laptop and a few thick journals. But honestly, now that you mention it, I can feel my own energy levels dropping. I've been so focused on the studio lights and my meeting that I completely ignored my hunger. How about this for a plan? Once my meeting with the editor is finished, and she's usually very quick, I'll come straight back here. We can go to that new taco stand right across the street for a quick lunch. Sounds good?
That sounds good. Actually, it sounds like the best idea I've heard all week. I've been dying to try their spicy lime tacos. But wait, he stops walking for a second. I looked at their decor through the window yesterday and it looked a bit expensive, like fancy restaurant expensive. How much is this lunch going to actually cost us? I'm trying to be a bit careful with my budget this month since I just upgraded my recording software.
Don't let the fancy plants and neon lights fool you, Alex. It's actually a budget-friendly spot. I checked their digital menu this morning, and a full lunch combo is only about $9. It's a total steal for the quality they provide. So don't worry about your wallet.
$9? Okay, that's music to my ears. He reaches the elevator and Alex presses the button. All right, here is your bag of bricks. Now go in there, be brilliant, and get that video finished.
You're the best, Alex. Thanks for the heavy lifting. I'm officially on my way now. I'll send you a status update text as soon as I'm leaving her office.
And let's take a deep breath and look at these 4 power phrases. These are absolute essentials for your daily English survival kit.
The first one was, I'm starving. Remember, students, in English, we love to use strong words. Instead of saying, I'm very hungry, which sounds a bit like a textbook, use starving. Example 1, if you skip lunch, I'm starving, let's go eat. Example 2, after a workout, I just finished the gym and I'm starving. Example 3, you can even use it dramatically. If I don't eat in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to be starving.
Then Sarah suggested a plan and asked, sounds good. This is the ultimate agreement phrase. It's the fastest way to check if someone likes your idea. Example 1, let's meet at 5 p.m. Sounds good? Example 2, I'll bring the drinks and you bring the snacks. Sounds good? It's much more natural than saying, do you agree with my plan? And as a reply, you can just say, sounds like a plan, or sounds good to me.
Then Alex asked the money question. How much is this? You'll use this every single time you go shopping or out to eat. Example 1, holding an item in a store. How much is this? Example 2, looking at a menu. How much is this pasta dish? Example 3, if you're asking about a service. How much is this car wash? It's direct, simple, and polite.
And finally, Sarah said, I'm on my way. This is a phrase that keeps our social lives moving. It tells the other person that you haven't just planned to go, but you have actually started moving. Example 1, texting a friend when you're in the car. See you soon, I'm on my way. Example 2, when someone calls and asks where you are. Don't worry, I'm on my way, I'll be there in 10 minutes. It's much better than saying, I am going now. It gives the person peace of mind that you are coming.
Okay, for real this time. I'm on my way. Wish me luck.
Good luck, Sarah. I'll be waiting by the taco stand. Sarah, finally! I was starting to think the editor had kidnapped you. I've been standing here smelling these carnitas for 10 minutes, and my willpower is almost gone. Tell me everything. How did the meeting go? Is the video ready for Sunday?
It went better than I expected, Alex. She was actually impressed with the new intro we filmed. She had some great feedback on the color grading, too. We need to make a few small adjustments to the background music in the middle section, but it's nothing we can't handle. I have a few specific ideas for the thumbnail as well, but my brain is a bit fried right now. I'll get back to you on the final design later tonight after I've had a chance to sketch something out. Right now, I just need a taco.
I hear you. You definitely earned this. But wait, before we order, let's look at that phrase you just used. You said, I'll get back to you. This is a total pro phrase, isn't it?
Absolutely. This is one of the most useful sentences in English because it saves you when you don't have an answer ready. Instead of saying, I don't know, or wait a minute, you say, I'll get back to you. Example 1 in business, I'm not sure about the prices yet, but I'll get back to you by Monday morning. Example 2 in social, I need to ask my husband if we're free, then I'll get back to you about dinner. Example 3 in simple, let me find my keys and I'll get back to you. It shows you are responsible and that you will follow up later. It's very professional and polite.
Now let's enjoy this. Wow, you weren't kidding about this place. These are incredible. The lime juice really makes the flavor pop.
I told you. Best tacos in the city. They eat for a while, chatting and laughing. Well, look at those dark clouds moving in. I think the weather report was right about the afternoon rain. I should probably get going before the downpour starts. I don't want to be stuck in traffic when the roads get slippery.
Good idea. You've had a long enough day already. Take care on your way home, Sarah. The visibility gets really bad on the highway when it starts raining this hard.
I will, don't worry. I'm a very cautious driver. But hey, don't forget we have to finalize the description for the new video. Let's definitely keep in touch over the weekend. Maybe we can have a quick call on Saturday afternoon?
And there they are, 2 more essential goodbyes. Sarah used take care and keep in touch.
Let's break those down. Take care is the perfect way to end a conversation with someone you care about. It's more than just bye. It shows you want them to be safe. Example 1. It was great seeing you. Take care. Example 2. Have a safe flight and take care. It's warm, friendly, and very common in both the US and the UK.
And keep in touch is how we maintain our friendships. It means let's continue to communicate. Example 1. When a friend moves away, we'll miss you. Please keep in touch. Example 2, to a new business contact, it was a pleasure meeting you. Let's keep in touch on LinkedIn. It's the best way to make sure a relationship doesn't end after one meeting.
Okay, I'm really leaving now. Thanks for the lunch, Alex. It was exactly what I needed. Have a good one.
You too, Sarah. Have a good one. And that, my friends, is our final sentence. Have a good one. This is the modern Swiss Army knife of goodbyes.
Tell them why we use one, Alex.
Right. We use one as a pronoun because it can mean anything. It can mean have a good day, have a good evening, or even have a good weekend. It's the easiest and most natural way to wish someone well without being too formal. You'll hear it in shops, at the gym, and between friends every single day.
Bye, everyone.
And that brings us to the end of our 20-sentence marathon. We've covered everything from greetings to feelings, requests, and goodbyes. We hope this long-form conversation helped you see how these phrases actually work in the real world.
Don't forget to practice these. Write your own examples in the comments below, and we will check them for you.
Thank you so much for watching Easy English Learning. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dive lessons. Remember, English is a journey, not a destination. Practice a little every day, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care and have a good one.